Hello, my friends. It's time for me to read your comments. Let's get started because you guys have been really chatty this week and there's a lot to cover, so let's just dive right in. From Puckreen123 says, Jill, I'm so happy for you. Gustavo has his own YouTube channel. Yes, I know about that. There's the link, as does Dr. McDougall. Yes, that's true. I got that one down too. Gustavo has the webinars first, even before Dr. McDougall. You're a plant-based rock star too. Oh, greetings and all the best from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Oh, that is cool. Thank you so much. Susie Bear says, the soy curls will be fine. It's the Gardein strips that Dr. McD doesn't allow. Well, okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Kathleen Vineyard says, I love you. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Neil Monroe said, so pleased for you, but not at all surprised. I think you underestimate the positive effect that you and your family are having on the plant-based and healthy eating people who have your book or view your channel. Thank you for the work you do. Kindest regards. Hold on, there's a read more here. Neil, Loch Ness, Scottish Highlands. Oh my goodness, you guys are just from all over the place. This is so cool. I want to go around the world and meet you all. Wouldn't that be bad? Awesome. I don't want to cuss because I know there's kids in the room. Raw Fooder says, that's so exciting. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I love it. Oh, Carrie B, so happy for you. Plutria, laughing my apples off. So funny. I love it. I'm glad y'all are like, boy, there's a whole bunch of these. I'll try to read fast. Scott P says, I saw that too and I was so happy for you. Subscribe to John McDougall on YouTube and watch the webinars that come out every Thursday. Oh, that's good to know. Luann Lay says, congratulations, you totally need to go to Kauai. Just pack your bags, go get your picture. Yes, ma'am. Annette says, Jill! She said that. I was so freaking excited when I saw Mary hold up your book. And when Dr. McDougall says, it looks like what we eat, I swelled up with so much pride. You're a magnet, Jill. People can't help but gravitate to you. Congratulations, iPod sister. Oh, heart, 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 heart. Oh, I love you, Annette. You're so supportive. Sharon Latour, got a question here. I see a question mark. It says, I'm seriously considering getting an iPod. Oh, you are in trouble. Oh my gosh. I have two big crock pots. I just watched this. What'd she watch? How I clean my iPod lid. And the one about cleaning the gasket. Could soaking it in baking soda water help? Maybe, but I think you'd still want to use a Chanel or a pipe cleaner to clean out the vent pipe and the steam release handle, you know, and make sure you really get those starches and food gunk loose away from the parts. Soaking would soften any food particles, but you still got to get in there and scrub it somehow. I'm a new subby as of right now. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Welcome to the family. Just clicked it. Oh, thank you for your help. And now I'm going to watch some more of your videos. Oh yeah, binge watch, baby. You binge watch. All of you, just binge watch to your heart's content. Go to sleep with the videos running. That works too. Chloe Elliott says, I just made this and it's fabulous. I had some leftover baked potatoes that I used in place of mashed potatoes and the patties held together perfectly. What was she looking at? Winner, winner, dinner fritters. Oh, that's good to know. Baked potatoes work as well as mashed potatoes. Note that. Vansy Dent says, you are funny. I like even if I never taste your cooking. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Deborah Hooks asks, where do you get the soy curls from? Let's say it all together, girls and boys. Butlerfoods.com. That's it. Go there. You can find soy curls. Excuse me. You can find soy curls on Amazon, but you're going to pay more. Go right over to butlerfoods.com and you can order from them. You can get it by the bags. I think you have to buy 6 bags at a time. But I have only met one person who was not crazy about soy curls out of all the hundreds of people that I have recommended soy curls to and loved them. So I would say go for buying the 6 bags and put them up in your freezer because they keep very well in the freezer, and then use them as you need them. You're still going to save more money buying them for Butler Foods than you would on Amazon. Naomi Rook, oh, she was in last week's video. Made this tonight. What'd she make? Creamy broccoli and rice. I made it with wild rice and lentils in it. I also added nutritional yeast in the broccoli and panko flakes on top before I put it in the oven. Yummy. Oh, Naomi, what kind of lentils did you use? Green, French green, brown? I know you probably couldn't use red lentils because that would disintegrate. Unless you did, that would make it more creamy. All right, let's look for Naomi's reply to that question. Tulasi Vishnu says about the chickpea fritters. She's, I don't know if that's a he or a she. They say, I made them with sweet potatoes instead and no flour. Delicious, thanks for the idea. Okay, that's a good idea. I want to try that. Try adding sweet potatoes to the chickpeas to make those winter dinner fritters. That sounds pretty good. Erica Summer says, also, I just purchased your oil-free baking ebook. Oh, thank you, Erica. We'll be buying your Instapot one next. Love supporting fellow YouTubers. Oh, thank you. What was it? That was the whole red potatoes and cabbage video. Love it. She goes on to say, this looks amazing. So happy I found your channel. We're a vegan family and just bought an Instapot. Oh, another iPot sister. Yay! Judith Foley says, when I watched your original griddler fritter recipe, I wondered why you did not bake them. Glad that you'd added this option. I love to use oven rather than griddler for things like fritters. Yeah, I'm with you. You know, the first time I made those fritters on the griddler, I was really just pressed for time. I thought putting them on the griddler, I could get a few baked off real quick by the time, you know, hubby came in the door. But the second time I made them and I baked them in the oven, I had a lot more time, and so that's why I did it that way. So, Kathy Smith says, Jill, I really need your chip recipe bad. I just got my new hydrator and all of my stuff kind of sucks so far. Please. Oh, you're talking about those nacho onion chip things that I made. Oh my gosh, I killed those off. I ate those. Oh my gosh, it was so hard to try to not eat them all and give Charlie a chance to eat some, but he kept forgetting that they were in the pantry, so I ate them all. I will make those again. I am planning on, it's on my to-do list, to make those onion nacho crackers. Maybe that's what I'll call them, onion nacho crackers. And I'll turn on the camera and shoot how I put those together because it's super simple. The hardest part about that recipe is just waiting for them to dry out in the dehydrator. Oh, but it takes no time to put them together, and it takes no time at all to eat them up. Oh, they're so, so good. Vegan Lovebird says, OMG, those fritters are calling my name. Running to the kitchen on a Friday night, and it's my birthday, to go soak some chickpeas so we can have these yummy chickpea fritters tomorrow. Thanks again, and we love you, Jill. Tammy and Joey from Cincinnati. Oh, thank you, Tammy and Joey. Happy birthday, Tammy. That's so cool. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tammy. Happy birthday to you. Crazy Flour Eater says, I tried this recipe, the perfectly baked tofu, with a slight tweak to accommodate my own needs, but it worked wonderfully. I really love the texture that I got from baking it. Usually I put it in an odd stir fry sort of thing, but this is far superior. Thanks so much. Oh, thank you, Crazy Flour Eater, for telling me. That's cool. I really like baking the tofu the way I showed in the video. It's really hard not to eat it all. I have trouble with that part. And I have been known, I think the last couple of times I've baked tofu, I have used 2 packages of tofu. One that I could snack on, and then the other one that would actually make it to the meal. Seriously, I have done that. Diane's Plant Strong Kitchen says, I had some leftover sweet potatoes that I roasted the day before, so I used a cup of sweet potatoes as a sub for the mashed potatoes in the chickpea fritter recipe. I forgot to add the celery, but it still came out very yummy. Oh, that's good to know. There you go. Sweet potatoes and chickpeas. I gotta try that. Sweet potatoes and chickpea fritters baked in the oven. That's what I need to try. But maybe not celery this time. What could we use instead of that? Sweet potatoes, chickpea, a little onion. But what could we add for that to replace the celery? What would be a good veggie there? I'm thinking something that would be crunchy like the celery, but then parts of me think, what if we had finely minced jalapeno? Ooh, or some kind of like finely minced or chopped poblano pepper or something like that. A little pepper or something spicy to go with the sweet potato. Ooh. Okay, let's think about that. Y'all throw in. Veronica Blomart said on the chickpea, you guys, there was a lot of chickpea comments. On the chickpea fritter, she says, why not use some aquafaba to help bind the binding instead of the flax seeds? I bet aquafaba would work great. I don't know. I have no experience using aquafaba, and I didn't have any. When I made the chickpea fritters, those were chickpeas that I cooked myself in the Instapot. That broth water, you know, that bean water that comes out of that isn't the same as the stuff that you get out of the canned chickpeas. So I didn't have any of that on hand, but you're more than welcome to try that and then report back to me and let me know how that works out, because I would totally be interested in knowing if that really works. Crunchy Scott. Oh, hi, Crunchy Scott. He says, chickpea cookies. Now that's an idea. Awesome recipe. Oh, thank you. Sankana Farkurha said, you sound like a hillbilly. Oh, well, you write like one. How about that? Who starts the sentence with a lowercase u? Let's go ahead and spell the whole word, shall we? You know, capital Y-O-U. Hillbilly is one word, not two. And put a period in there, okay? Finish your thoughts. Nadine Augustine says, why don't you use a garlic press versus trying to chop up the itty bitty garlic clove? I feel like I'm the only one who uses a garlic press anymore. Did garlic presses go out with big hair and shoulder pads? I also crush up in the palm of my hand or between my fingers dried herbs. I don't know why. I think I read it somewhere to do that. Yeah, okay. The reason I don't use a garlic press is because mine is old and tired and just doesn't crush the garlic like it used to. I need to replace it, but I have just not gotten out there and done that yet. So that's why I don't use that. And I have heard that same thing and do that on occasion with oregano, where you press the herbs, you kind of crumble the herbs up before putting them in the food. And I've heard that awakens the aromaticness of the herb. And then you put it in there. Then you put it in the boiling hot food and cook it up. I don't know if it actually helps or not. I'm not sure. I've never, I have never thrown the spices in, cooked them as normal, and then crushed the spices and cooked a meal and compared the two as to whether there's actually a difference. Never done that. Have you ever done that? Who does that? Nobody. Julissa asks, what is the brand of nonstick baking mat that I used in the chickpea fritter video? That is a Silicone mat. That's the brand. I think I bought that at one of those discount kitchen stores. Kitchen collection store, that's where I bought it. Now that I'm thinking, now my brain's coming back, I can see the rest of the store in my mind. It was kitchen collection store, but I think that's a regular brand. You can get that at Target or whatever. I think I caught mine on sale, that's why I bought it. It's kind of a pricey silicone mat, but it's the half sheet size, and at the time it was the only brand in the size that I needed, so I bought it. Last one. Lena Rickard says, Jill, Dad and I are having a debate. Could you please, could you tell us, please, can you pressure cook with the stovetop cooker corn on the cob? I know I can with my Instapot, but Dad says with the stovetop cooker, you can't do that. Is Dad correct? Thank you for being the pressure cooker queen of the century. Love you, girl. Oh my gosh, that's quite an honor. That's pretty big. Pressure cooker queen of the century. No pressure there. Thanks. Okay, to answer your question, of course you can pressure cook corn on the cob in a stovetop cooker just like you can in the Instapot. No big deal. You can cook it just the same. Whether it's frozen or fresh, you just, you would put your trivet down in the pressure cooker, add 1 cup of water, and then stack your corn on the cob. And of course, I like to, when I'm doing corn on the cob, I mean, this is probably just my way, and I don't really have to do this, but I just feel like I need to. I like to crisscross my corn on the cob, okay? You know, kind of do it like this so that the steam can get all around it. I'm normally putting frozen corn on the cob in my pressure cooker, so, and I've done that. And I've done fresh too, but I still crisscrossed it because I thought about the pressure and the steam getting around the vegetables all the way around. But anyways, 1 cup of water, lay those corn on the cob in there, and the corn on the cob generally, you know, has like a 2.5-inch diameter. You know, I don't think corn on the cob ever gets smaller, but anyways, the pressure cooking time is 2 to 3 minutes. Pick a number right there. I would go with 2. And then once the 2-minute cooking time is up, now I'm talking stovetop pressure cooker, and now I'm talking to everybody who has a stovetop pressure cooker who understands. I mean, pressure cooking time begins when the chatter of the regulator begins to chatter. That's when you start the cooking time. You go 2 to 3 minutes, and then as soon as that 2 or 3 minutes is up, you remove the stovetop pressure cooker from your heat source, carefully carry over your stovetop cooker to your sink, lay it in your sink, turn on the water, and then run water over the lid, and that will cool down the pressure cooking pot. The pressure will go down, your rod will drop, and then the rod that locks the lid in place, that will drop, and when it does, that lets you know that your pressure is out of the stovetop pressure cooker pot, and then you can remove the regulator, and then you can remove the lid. And that is, I just explained the quick release method for your stovetop pressure cooker. And then of course, let me be real specific, back up just a minute. As soon as that air vent rod drops, you turn off the water. Okay, don't leave the water running and take off the lid and fill up the pot with water. Don't do that. That's not what I meant. You know, you get me. Anyways, that's how you pressure cook fresh and frozen corn on the cob in the stovetop cooker. There you go. 2 to 3 minutes, 1 cup of water, quick release. That's all you need to know. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for all your comments this week, and they just keep flooding in. They're coming in more and more. I love it. This is awesome. You guys are awesome. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll talk to you in the comments below. Bye.